Hi, so this is a review of my AKU Sentinel military boots. Now AKU, as many of you would already be aware, is a company based out of Italy. It's an Italian brand and it makes mostly hiking and mountaineering footwear and other equipment for the outdoors. Primarily I'm aware of footwear. So this is the AKU Sentinel boot. Now AKU, after having made footwear for hiking purposes, decided that they can also repurpose those boots and make certain design changes and make them for the military also, which makes a lot of sense because the basic durability and the sole design is common in both the purposes. So this is the AKU Sentinel boot. Now this boot comes in two colors, one is black and one is this Coyote. Now I went with Coyote primarily because I could not find my size in black, but also a lot of the militaries in today's world are now shifting away from black towards brown and Coyote. That is also primarily because this color hides better from a distance in place of black. Black from a distance will always attract attention, look like a blob. The shape may not be very discernible to the eye, but Coyote on the other hand hides better. So anything which is Coyote, which is tan, hides better than black. And I think this has been tested also. So I bought this color and this is my review of the same. So it's front profile, side profile, rear, again side, and front. So I bought AKU boots before and I was really happy with the quality of those boots, and so that is what has made me purchase this pair also. This is probably new in the lineup. I haven't seen this before anywhere else. Probably one of the new boots from AKU on the market. These are completely synthetic boots. So it's got the tags. This tag says that the upper and the outer of the boot is completely synthetic, and also that the sole is man-made. There is no leather on this boot. It's all synthetic. And I've had synthetic boots before from original SWAT and also from Under Armour. And from the Under Armour boots, these boots are definitely much better. I would simply from the look of it rate the quality to be on par with probably what Salmon generally puts out. So coming on to the sole of the boot. The sole of the boot has got fairly aggressive tread pattern. What really stands out for me is that the edges of the treads or the lugs are all angular. There is nothing on the 90 degree, so this will not hold on to any pebbles at all because all the lugs are angular. They will not hold on to any pebbles, and so obviously then this will also shed out mud by itself very easily. The rear has a more aggressive tread pattern for braking, and similarly on the front also it has a tilted tread pattern on the front, again for additional grip. Also the front comes up decently up onto the toe of the boot. The sole is all rubber. It's got some branding. It says Tenuta, T-A-N-E-U-T-A. I don't know what that stands for, but it's got some branding, so this is not a Vibram sole. The rubber does feel soft and sticky to the touch, but probably because these are new boots, I will have to see how they wear out. But they don't seem too soft also, so I don't think these will be wearing out very fast. It does have a bit of a heel for grip on that aspect, and also in the arch it has these lugs for you to give support or for you to get support when you're climbing stairs. So now the major part of comfort for the boot comes from the midsole. This is the midsole, this is the outsole. So the midsole is quite thick and is quite firm actually, which is getting me confused as to whether this is polyurethane or this is EVA, but I'm quite sure this must be EVA because of the way it has been fused to the outsole. If it was polyurethane, the fusing would have been much more smooth. So this is EVA, and EVA is always good. EVA also has got a lot of cushioning capacity to it. So it's got a EVA midsole, and on the inside it's got a ortholite insole on the inside. So it's got 3 layers: the outer sole, the midsole, and the inner sole. And the inner sole is also branded. It's got ortholite. Ortholite is also soft EVA foam. The midsole also has this ELICA branding on the side. I don't know what that stands for, but mostly it must be some kind of marketing. And so that is it about this sole. Now coming on to the upper of the boot. The upper is all man-made materials. It's got a synthetic heel counter. It's got synthetic patches here. Then it's got a rubberized toe rand. A rubberized toe rand is always good. Then it's got this checkered ripstop type fabric, synthetic fabric here. And this fabric has got this design indentations built onto it. This I'm not sure, felt like leather, but this has to be synthetic leather because, as the tag said, it's got all man-made materials. And all in this synthetic leather, it has this plasticky embossing, this portion, which also houses the lace eyelets. On the side, it's got this plastic side defense branding. So it's basically a piece of plastic on the side, soft plastic, which will keep your ankles safe, at least in this part. And similarly on the inside also, it has that same piece of plastic on the inside also. Coming on to the lacing is all this thin synthetic lace for fast lacing. It's got loops in the bottom portion, and as you come up on top, these loops then turn, so it's got loops till here, and then on top it's got this metallic feeling. No, these are not metallic, so these are plastic eyelets on top. So it's got plastic eyelets on top, and it's got synthetic loops for lacing at the bottom, plus it's got fast lacing, so you can just pull on the lace and tighten with the help of this. I'm not really a fan of this kind of lacing. I'll see if later on I have to take this off and put regular laces inside the boot. I haven't tried these yet, so I'll see if it works or not. And subsequently then it's got this space for you to insert this extra lace once you've tied the boot to your liking. So it's got this additional space also, that also has got AKU branding, and it's all color matched, so thankfully nothing will stand out too much. On the side it's got Gore-Tex branding, it's got some AKU branding, and on the inside it's got this grey Gore-Tex lining. So this boot is waterproof, and Gore-Tex boots that I've had previously have all been decently waterproof, so I don't think I'll be complaining there. The tongue of the boot is stitched till this side, and the Gore-Tex lining on the inside also comes till this part. So the boot is actually waterproof to this side, which is quite good, but I fail to understand why there are perforations here and here. Although Gore-Tex generally says that it allows ventilation, but it doesn't really allow much ventilation, but it will be waterproof. So Gore-Tex lining on the inside means that this outer layer of the boot will or might allow some amount of permeation of water, but the internal Gore-Tex lining will prevent that water from coming in contact with your socks and your feet. So it is waterproof on the inside. The outside might take on some amount of water, but because this is all synthetic, it won't hold to water for very long. Again, I would like to comment on the craftsmanship on this boot. It's got very good craftsmanship. All the material seems to be of high quality. These boots are made in Vietnam, so these are made for AKU in Vietnam, but a lot of other manufacturers earlier also I found, I think Merrell also used to be made in Vietnam, and earlier Magnum also used to be made in Vietnam. So AKU is also now made in Vietnam. So very decent boots. Word on the sizing, this is a UK 10.5, but unlike others, UK 10.5, which is a EU 45, this is actually a 29.5. Normally UK 10.5 will come to a EU 45, yes, but a centimeter, it will be close to about, it will be just short of 29 centimeters. So this is 29.5 centimeters, so which means that this is generally sized longer than normal sizing. However, that being said, because of the amount of material that is being used inside when I wear these boots, I find that it still fits, although it should be at least about half a centimeter too long for my foot, but it does feel right. And also, any boot which has got a rand, you have to ensure that there is some additional space up front, because this portion will not conform to your feet. Your feet has to find additional space on the inside, otherwise this can hurt quite a bit if the boots are tight. So even though in the length department the shoe is not following standard sizing, but when I wear them I find that they fit quite well. Coming on to the tags again, it's got certain amount of tags. It's got its AKU tag, which says that it's got warranty for 2 years for manufacturing defects. It's got orthodite branding for the insole, and it's got Gore-Tex branding for the Gore-Tex lining on the inside for waterproofing. And I think that's it. And yes, and so this gives information that this is all man-made or synthetic materials. There is no leather on this boot. So if you're somebody who wants synthetic boots, I think these can be a very good choice. These are expensive, yes. The quality of craftsmanship is much better than Under Armour boots, in my honest opinion. Slightly better than original sort also, but then these are much more expensive than those. So do I like these boots? Yes, I like these boots. I'll have to wear them and see them as to how much durable they are, or how durable they are, and how comfortable are they. Am I happy with these? Yes, I am. Thank you.